They set up in the conference room, a camera and a chair. They said, we'd like to ask you about the things you learned in there. I sat down with my coffee and I tried to find the start. 30 years of operating, where do you take that apart? They asked about the start-o sequence. I told them what I could. They asked about the shutdown checklist. I said it's in the book. They asked about the time the feedwater tripped at 3 a.m. I told them what I did, but I couldn't tell them how I knew to do what I did then. Knowledge capture, knowledge loss. Every interview a coin toss. Half of what I'm telling you will make it to the file. The other half is in my hands and it's walking out the door. Knowledge capture, knowledge loss. You can't record what lived on the floor. They showed me the new database, the fields and the forms, a place for operating limits, a place for the norms, a place for every procedure, a place for every spec, but no place for the thing I'd feel a half a second before the wreck. Jenkins retired in the spring. He knew the turbine all by sound, could tell you bearing 7 was about to come unwound. He tried to write it down. He sat there with a pen for days. Some things don't have words, some things are just the ways. Knowledge capture, knowledge loss. Every interview a coin toss. Half of what I'm telling you will make it to the file. The other half is in my hands and it's walking out the door. Knowledge capture, knowledge loss. You can't record what lived on the floor. I watched them box up Helen's desk. 40 years in one afternoon. The procedures she had written were already in the system, but the way she'd read a printout and just know which line to question. That was Helen, that was not a thing that had a database section. They took my badge on Friday, gave me a form to sign, thanked me for my service, said my knowledge was on file. And I walked out past the parking lot where I pulled in every dawn, carrying everything they couldn't capture in my jacket heading on. The filing cabinets are full, the hard drives have been backed, the interviews are time-stamped and the transcripts have been tracked. Every question has an answer, every answer has a page, but somewhere in the margins is the thing that won't translate. There's a box beside my front door with my hard hat and my mug, a photo of the control room crew from 1981, my dosimetry records, and a letter from the chief. And 30 years of knowing things that fit on not one leaf. Knowledge capture, knowledge loss. You can write it all down and it's still not enough. Knowledge capture, knowledge loss. The knowing walks out when the knower gives up.